After coaching over 500 students who are working a 9 to 5, I've discovered the number one reason most people fail to get traction online. It has nothing to do with your strategy, your offer, or the algorithm. It's because you're subconsciously afraid of being seen and your content reflects that. If you're posting on Facebook and getting no views, I know how you feel. You start to think, is my content not good enough? Am I boring? Did I miss my chance? So you try to fix it with tactics. You try different post formats. You write longer captions. You study the algorithm, but nothing changes. Why? Because the problem isn't tactical, it's psychological, okay? For 16 years, I worked in the corporate world with huge brands like Apple and Coca-Cola. I understood marketing. But when I came online, I struggled and failed for 6 years. I felt like an imposter. I was a senior executive, but online I was nobody. That disconnect is painful. I realized I was holding myself back. I was afraid of being judged by my colleagues. I was afraid of looking foolish. I was afraid of putting myself out there and failing publicly. Now, this fear manifests in your content. It makes you write safe and generic posts. You hedge your opinions. You write not to be judged instead of writing to be seen. And the algorithm, which is just a reflection of human behavior, picks up on this. It sees that no one is stopping to read, so it stops showing your post. The breakthrough came when I stopped trying to be an expert and started being a guide. An expert feels the pressure to be perfect, to have all the answers, and to never be wrong. A guide, however, is just a few steps ahead of you. A guide shares what they've learned from their own journey, including the struggles. So when you write from the perspective of a guide, your content changes. It becomes more authentic, more relatable, and more human. Because you're relating to people who are just a few steps behind you instead of pretending to be an expert. You stop saying, you should do this, and you should start saying, here's what worked for me when I was stuck. You stop hiding your past failures and you start using them to help others avoid the same mistakes. This is what connects with people. This is what stops the scroll. It's not about having a massive following. It's about being willing to be real and relatable. One of my students, Sandra, is an extreme introvert. The thought of talking to people absolutely terrified her. You can see in the screen. She said it herself. But she started sharing her journey, her fears, and what she was learning. She made $1,700 in her first 30 days and hit a $10,000 award in her second month, guys, okay? She didn't change her personality. She changed her perspective. So how do you make this shift? Now, before you write your next post, ask yourself, am I writing this to prove I'm an expert, or am I writing this to help someone who is where I used to be? Big difference, okay? Share a story about a time you were stuck. Talk about a belief you used to have that was holding you back. And explain the mindset shift that changed things for you. This is what people crave. They don't need another guru. They need a guide. Facebook is currently rewarding simple, authentic content. Text and image posts that tell a real story are getting massive reach because they feel personal. They break through the noise. Your lack of reach or views isn't a content problem, it's a confidence problem, rooted in the fear of being seen, whether you want to admit that or not. But you don't have to be loud to be seen. You just have to be real. So shift from expert to guide and watch how everything changes. If this idea resonates with you, comment the word mindset below. I have a more in-depth training on this psychological shift that I'm absolutely happy to share with you.